One more thing. So the Florida property, is that under Avani?
Avani is one of the loan agents that does the loans for Florida. We have several loan agents, Richard and one more person.
So
That,
who should I contact for the Florida? Is it Richard Avani?
yeah, go to him first. Yes, he's great. Richard Avani is great. I know I rest one property from my network in Texas 2 years ago.
Actually, two. I bought two, and
Awesome.
yeah, one after another immediately with the same construction. I just want to share some weird thing that I had. The tenant, in one of the properties, the tenant left, and I'm working with a management office who is taking care of the fact to re-rent it, and they published in all the usual networks, Zillow and all of these. So it took 2 or 3 weeks, and I didn't get any renters. I thought there was a problem, so I went into Zillow, which is one of the places they published, and I noticed that they put the property. They have a local map where you can see all the properties for rent, and they put it completely off where it's supposed to be. But the address was correct. So there was some kind of a bug in the system. Of course, I immediately notified the management office to take care of that. And it took another week for them to take care of it. And then immediately they were able to locate a renter. I just want to share that with the network is don't assume that the management office are doing everything they need to do and they take care of it 100%. Sometimes it's worth just to check things to make sure that things are flowing on the right course. Again, I noticed that issue and I had to raise their attention to that and it helped to find a renter.
Good for you. You need to manage your property managers, right?
Yeah.
So where did you buy? Where is this in Austin?
This is between Austin and Dallas. It's about an hour from Austin. It's a place which has a big hospital.
Oh, the temple.
Yes, Temple. Yeah, Temple. Belton Temple. So I had two rentals there. They were military guys. But this time when the military guy left, I told the management office that I'd rather not have a military next time because they can break the contract at any time when they are being deployed. And then they can do it on any day. So it's a bummer to break the contract and then find a new renter with all the expenses involved with that. So I told her, of course, if there's no other, of course, it's okay to rent for military personnel, but if there's any preferences or choices, then I rather have workers in the hospital. Hopefully it will be a longer term.
How did your two properties got done in the past 2 years? In terms of appreciation, in terms of rental income increases, anything like that?
So the appreciation is about 40%. In 2 years, 40%. That's just amazing. But we have to realize this is on paper and I have no intentions to sell it anytime soon. So it's just on paper. One thing that I noticed and I can share also with the network is that now there's a new registration in Texas, but I don't know if not too many people know about it, but the property taxes in Texas are not capped, which means that if the property value goes up, your property taxes also go up on the same rate. And in my case, it was even higher. So you can imagine my property taxes went up 50%. That's pretty painful, very painful. Now they just passed legislation that are going to make cap on the maximum they can increase. But unlike California, where I think it's 2.1 or 2.5% a year, I had to face 50%. But still, with that 50% and all the expenses, I'm still on a positive cash flow. Of course, it shrank a lot, but it's still positive cash flow, so it doesn't hurt too much. But it's very important to be sensitive to potential expenses in the future, like increasing property taxes and insurance, of course.
Yep, exactly. The rest, you bought it at the right time 2.5 years ago, but today's a little bit different, a little bit more challenging, a little bit more difficult to cash flow these days. But that should not stop you